Welcome back to our series of Outer Wilds videos. These are all from our live stream over on Twitch. If you enjoy them, consider coming over to us on Twitch and saying hi. Regardless, if you've missed any previous versions of these videos here on YouTube, consider going back to the start so you're caught up on the story. Thanks for being here, guys. I hope you enjoy. We did get to the sun station somehow, but it's been so many streams. Don't recall. But it seems like if we make it through that little maze, something interesting might be there. Power of quantum knowledge. Well, there's nothing for us to do on the Ash Twin until a little while into the cycle. If we go back there now, we're just going to be running around. So let's go play with the shard that's on the surface of Brittle Hollow here. The Grove Shard. We gotta find a way to make it pitch black. Maybe the Grove Shard would take us inside? Maybe. We never saw it in there. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So where is the grove? Here. Let's see, the problem is there's lights. Okay, it's gonna move, that's fine. There's something we could do here? No, because nothing quantum is happening below us there. Is there any way to make it pitch black on this thing? We can't turn these lights off. These lamps. It did say all the shards have something to teach us, right? We've never actually seen this thing go down. We just see it move around the grove. Kind of stun locked on this quantum knowledge tower. Brighter here right now. Is that an opening? Excuse me, that's an opening. Is it? No, it's just a wall. It looks like it's kind of pushed in, doesn't it? Is there anything that could let us move across that bridge quantum-wise? Also, right now this is telling us that the quantum moon is at the Dark Bramble. So when is it on the eye? So it's at Dark Bramble. There, I see it. Now if we look away, where is it now? Oh, it's moving. Now it's at Timberhearth. How could we make it appear on the eye? Back to Dark Bramble. I don't know, this quantum stuff is pretty tricky. Pretty tricky. Still think we have more to learn. The Ash Twin is our next big question mark. Yeah, this autopilot's definitely trying to kill us. Not dangerous. If we can find the middle of the Ash Twin, I think we're going to learn a lot. We haven't really understood how to get into the core. What are we looking at there? Is that just one of the warp towers? That's that tower that we just died in, isn't it? Oh, there is something in here. What is this? I don't think we've been up here. No, we probably shouldn't leave our ship up here. Have I been in that room? Maybe so. Maybe that's the sun station place. It doesn't really look familiar though, I gotta be honest. But I really don't remember flying in like that. Is there some way to get in that way? That's definitely blocked, isn't it? That would be suicide to try that. Did we really fly in like that? We must have. It's saying to launch Scout. Why is it telling me to launch Scout? Is there a secret? There's a secret somewhere. Maybe it's showing us that there are places that are safe to stand. Can I squeeze through there? I don't think I can. But once we get through, there is stable ground. I just don't trust my ability to like maintain my height enough. Well, this does not look like there's anywhere to stand, actually. But we made it here. Look, in that picture... Oh, I'm not looking at the ground, that's why. Okay. So can we make it all the way through here? And that's where we gotta go. Don't feel great about this, but we're gonna try. Okay. I don't remember doing that before. Okay, so we have some kind of warp here. Let's read. Nothing there. Oh, I saw something to read. Is this quantum in here? No, I'm tripping. There's nothing to read. Just a warp pad. Let's open this door so we never have to do that again. Okay. Should we... see where this takes us? This is probably the sun station, isn't it? Hopefully we can come back. Not the sun station. It is the sun station. Looks like the sun station, right? No user commands received for 10 minutes. All systems entering sleep. 9 minutes, 6 seconds ago. Increased solar activity. Detected sun station hull integrity approaching critical levels. Closing emergency doors. Yeah, okay. We did all this. 9 minutes ago, the sun station was... It remembers. We found out on the sun station that whatever they were trying to do failed. Oh, our camera's gone. Wonder how long that's been going on. There we are. And then here's the warp portals for the Hourglass Twins. Pretty sure we explored this. The sand coming for us? Oh no, the sand is coming for us. If I get off, can I get back up? Am I safe inside here? This is the Timber Hearth warp, and we tried this. Are we safe from the sand cyclone? Passing by. Like stuck here. Okay. I'm pretty sure we tried those warp pads. What we really want is for this to take us to the center. This. Now what is this? Oh yeah, I think we came here and we played with these. I remember being here. Another warp. Maybe that was Brittle Hollow. Ooh. Any chance the Brittle Hollow warp takes us somewhere? No, it takes us to the surface. Oh, this might be Giant's Deep. Alright guys. There's nothing really interesting here, huh? I guess let's see. Oh, this is the last one. Okay. I don't think we need to do this. I guess we should. Let's make sure this is Giant's Deep. I don't think I've been on this one. But I also want to see what that is. Maybe that's the other side of the very first tower. Did we go all the way around? Sun's getting big and close as well. We made the full loop, then that next tower is the sun station tower. Okay. Is this somewhere exciting? Yeah, we can't jump, I forgot. Would we have been here on Giant's Deep? Step to return. Departure time, arrival time. Where are we? Okay. This is that island with the mask statues. Well, maybe we should go get some trees. Give me some more oxygen. Okay. So we have been here. Noted. Uh-oh. Okay, we have a ceiling here, so maybe we're safe in this place. Inside of like a tornado. Cool. Kinda terrifying, huh? Okay, we're getting close to like the center. Can I make this jump? Let's hope so. The whole thing we want to see is in the core. Oh no, is this pulling us up? Okay, so yeah, this is back at that sun station tower. We've been everywhere around the equator here. So get us to the center. Oh, there's something new there. Can I get up to that? There's a platform we can stand on. Does this mean anything to us? We're at the North Pole here. Ouch. Uh-oh. We want to get to the very center of this place. Oh yeah, that's going up still. We want to go down. Oh, not good. Well, I don't really see any way in there. Maybe underneath this? Underneath all this stuff? It's our way in to the core. And before long, the sun's just going to overtake this place. We haven't read about how to get to the core. So how likely is it that we just like stumble on it? Probably not that likely. I mean, it's down there. Here comes the sun. Same thing, just a... Is that taking us somewhere? No, it just takes us to the top. Well, I'm pretty sure we learned that the core of the ash twin, where this whole project is, so how do we get there? Fuel level critical, that's not good. Where's our ship at? Oh, it's way up there. Pulled up by the cyclone. And the problem is like this late in the cycle, and there's this much sand missing, like the sun's about to hit this place. So even if we found it right now, too late. Is it about to reveal something? Looks like the base, right? Sun's getting awfully close though. Maybe underneath the towers, the warp towers, there's some way. This looks like the bottom of a column, doesn't it? Maybe there's a door like right there. Problem is now we need O2 and our ship is kind of far. Oh, our ship's on the Ember Twin. It got pulled over by the cyclone, huh? Well. This looks like a doorway. Huh? Is the sun not going to hit us though? No, it looks like we have a little time. Okay, finally. So what's in here? Oh no, it's an elevator up. Is that all it is? Because that's, I mean, we don't just want to take the elevator up. We want to get down. Unfortunate. Maybe that takes us somewhere. No, it's just going to take us right up to the top. Can I see without going in it? I don't think so. Oh, here we go. Is there a floor we can get off on? Right there, kind of. Well, that's not the way to the core. I mean, here's the core of the planet. Uh-oh, we're out of... Oh, no, this is bad. All the sand's gone. So, where's the core? This... We learned, like, on one of our first days at Timberhearth, they, like, surrounded the core here with ore from Timberhearth. Yeah, now we're out of O2. I don't really see a way in, though. Mysteries. Did we learn anything new? I mean, that's the most we've seen of the Ash Twin for sure. There's warp towers to go everywhere. And then between this past cycle and like previous cycles, I'm pretty sure we've taken every warp tower. The central chamber was sealed off, so I think that's what we just saw. The ground there is the protective shell. And down inside there are these masks, those Nomai statues, the mask that transmits our memories to us. And there's a warp core in the central chamber down there. So how do we get in there? Who knows? Black Hole Forge, yeah, we did. I mean, we don't have any like outstanding to-dos. We just have these question marks. The Tower of Quantum Knowledge is really the spot, but we couldn't find a way in. And then we discovered that the quantum moon goes to the eye. This is still a question mark, but we kind of figured that out at the shrine here. We have to use everything we know about quantum mechanics, quantum game mechanics, to make that happen. So Ash Twin and the quantum moon. If we could get in here, maybe we have our final question answered. Maybe I'm putting too high hopes on that. Is there anything else for us to explore that we haven't yet explored? We've kind of done everything. I mean, I'm sure there's still a lot that we don't know, but there's no major points of interest. Does the map mode show us anything? Hollow's Lantern is not explored. Giant's Deep has something. Ocean Depths. Well, that's just a little note about something we did. What's that little thing? White Hole. Oh, White Hole Station. There's a little yellow symbol there. Probably nothing. Is there something for us to do on Hollow's Lantern? I remember we kind of flew close to it and it looked like inhospitable. Let's try. Like there are these little stone circles, but they're where they shoot fireballs out of. What are the chances we try to go in one of these and we just get rocked with a fireball? Probably pretty high, right? I guess we never tried to fly into this. But like, why would we? We're not insane. Yeah, so here comes a fireball. Is there anything for us to do there? I really think so. I mean, there's multiples. Maybe one is nice and safe and cozy. Or because this thing is rotating. Anywhere for us to land? No. But here. Like this just ends in us dying. Can I land on this? Will I cooperate and settle? Seems like it. This is probably our death though, right? Ooh. Yep. Okay. That may be our shortest cycle yet. It looked like Hollow's lantern was unexplored on our ship's log there. But how could we possibly explore it? There's a quantum grove on this place. I forgot about that. Where's the quantum grove here on Timberhearth? We go back there with our newfound quantum knowledge. Not there. Is it here? Yeah. I wonder if our ship goes quantum when it's in here. Okay, so there's this sign. It's always dark across old bark, the quiet shade in ancient glade. Oh, this has new meaning to us because we want it to be dark, right? Across old bark. Oops, what the heck? Was our ship just moving because it's quantum in here and it hit us? It's always dark across old bark. Is that telling us how to make it dark? If it's dark, this thing could take us somewhere, right? Dark across old bark. What do you mean across old bark? This thing is not moving. We're not able to make it pitch black. Across old bark. Yeah, I don't know. Did our ship take damage? Yeah, this is what throws me off. Hollow's lantern's kind of like not filled in. Let me do a quick bathroom break. This is our favorite poster. We'll think about where to go next. We still have mysteries yet to solve. So, do we have any bright ideas? Not really. We went to Ash Twin. We were there for the whole cycle. And I don't know. We couldn't find a way in. So there surely is a way in, but we couldn't find it. Maybe there's a way in from somewhere else. And then the sixth location we think is the eye, although there's still a question mark there. And then the Tower of Quantum Knowledge we've been talking about maybe since day one when we went there and we couldn't get in. So, I mean, there's definitely something we're missing. And every time we set out here, I'm like, okay, this time we're going to figure it out. And we have yet to figure it out. This is one of the last pieces of the quantum puzzle for us. Is that it right there? Yeah, I think this is where we want to be. Our ship right on this guy. Okay. We've read all there is to read here. We've looked for gaps. Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Ascend. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. I would love to have the knowledge. We've looked very closely for gaps. Every time I think I'm going to be able to just jetpack up there, and then every time that doesn't work. Surface integrity it keeps telling us about. What's down beneath us here? Another level. Southern Observatory. Entrance. Wait. Well, it looks kind of distorted over there. It's the black hole. Be welcomed. Above you stands the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. You're making your first pilgrimage. Ascend the stairs. Obtain the last of the knowledge you need for your journey. But we cannot ascend because broke did. Look, we can actually stand on this thing. Is there no way to, like, game the system? Can I stand on top of this? The game doesn't really like that. Can I stand on the lamp? Doesn't really want us to stand. It looks like there's an edge here. Oh, we're on it. Okay. This is further than we've been before. But it seems like the solution would not be us finding some crazy way to boost up there. That doesn't even really get us even halfway. What are we missing? What's this? This goes to the crossroads. The last time we did this, something hit us and we fell into the black hole. It'd be cool if this thing got hit and fell into the black hole. But I don't think that's ever happened. But theoretically, if that happened, we'd be free to fly in there. It just seems like there's certain places on the surface that never get knocked in. Did the Hanging City get knocked in? We've been knocked in a lot. I'm trying to remember all those times that we have. Like, look at this. Huh? Is that gonna hit us? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so as the cycle goes on, this thing gets jacked up more. Where's the white hole station? It actually doesn't show up on here, does it? Not by the bramble, I thought. Where's the white hole station? There. All this debris shows up as the loop goes on, because more stuff is falling out of Brittle Hollow into the black hole. Surface integrity 71%. So 39% of this place has gone into the hole. Is it possible that we could get hit in? Like the Southern Observatory, for example, like all the major landmarks, when we were inside those, we never got knocked in. It's always when we were kind of like running around. Which makes me not have much confidence that that will happen to us here. Ooh, and we're running out of oxygen. I need to bring our ship down here. So what else can we think of? I mean, we haven't really tried to like ram our ship in there. Oh, there's trees. Oh, it's detecting the trees from inside there. I'm pretty sure the ship cannot fit. There's no way that's the way. Fuel? Yeah, there's no way. Oh no, please don't go in the thing. Oh, right there. Is this a bigger opening here? Is that a bigger opening? Kinda opens up. Probably not enough to fit the ship though. Well, 47%. Maybe we just wait out the cycle right here and pray that we get knocked. But man, I mean, I feel like we've come here after doing other things during a cycle. Look at that. And this has always been here. Guess if we leave that up, will we see this number change for surface integrity 47%? Will that change as stuff happens? Is that like a live feed? A lot of the surface is gone. Still 47%. Yeah, at some point we shot across here and like that piece fell in. And that piece is still here. I wonder if like every cycle the same pieces fall at the same time. Everything probably happens at the same rate, right? Still 47%. But we're seeing pieces fall. It's gotta be less than that now. That's a big piece. I don't believe that it's still 47%. Is there anything quantum happening up here? The tower shard, but that's on the surface. I mean, what's the worst that happens here? We just wasted our time during this cycle. The problem is, even if this does happen, then like the sun's gonna explode. How much time will we have? Is the surface integrity really still 47%? Seems like stuff is constantly falling. Does gravity change in here as the cycle goes on? Whoa. Will that like knock us? Oh, whoa. Ship got wrecked. Oh no. Oh, the ship is big wrecked. Goodbye, ship. I'm afraid to go get in it. Okay, wait. All these pieces are falling. Surface integrity 23%. That piece over there, that fell in when we were trying to zip around. That has not happened yet. Surface integrity 25%. 23%. But over there it says 25%. Weird. Why does that change? That means the surface of like wherever the scout is? I don't know. I don't think I understand that. The surface integrity. If I see this thing fall, maybe it was that side when we were trying to zip across. Surface integrity 0. There it goes. I mean, most of this place is getting chipped off. But see, like, the North Pole is intact. Oh, our oxygen. And we need our ship for that. Oh, this is not good. We do anything here? I'm afraid if I get out, we die. But we made it. Ship's about to go. Not really flyable. Afraid to zoom around too much or we go a black hole. There are trees up there. 23% surface integrity. And most of this place is getting wrecked. Yeah, like I was saying, like the North Pole is intact. The gravity cannon is intact. The escape pod is intact. All the points of interest seem to be immune. So I think I don't know, I think I'm too hopeful for this. So I guess if the sun explodes and we're still here, we decided that this is a failure. Dang, I got excited. Is this not gonna hurt us? Wait. Huh? We ended up in our ship? And then we got crushed? Wait. Wait, what was that? Okay. Seems like that's telling us that's the wrong idea. I don't know, that felt a little buggy though. Like, should that have hit us? I don't know. You know, even if that plan is right, I guess we could just go to the White Hole Station like late in the cycle and it would be there, right? What's up, friend? But I'd like an answer to the specific question about that being buggy. Yeah, I think that would be fair. That would definitely be fair. Kalinicus, how's it going, man? Or woman? Yeah, I don't feel like that's a spoiler. Because, like, if that is a bug, then I still have renewed vigor to make that work. If that's not a bug, then I feel like the game is telling me, get out of there. Maybe we should play on the moon again. I don't know. Whoa, we're coming in way too hot. Big crash landing. Oh, we're okay though. Oh, this is new. Wait, what's that? Hold on, I want a picture of this. We can't take a picture. I'm afraid. Can I get this thing on camera? Oh no, it's gonna leave. Oh, it's a Nomai. I thought it was a thing. Is the Nomai moving? Oh my gosh, he's changing its position. That's really sad. Being warped into the ship after falling through a black hole is a bug based on how the engine handles the situation of you falling through, with the thought being that in most cases, when in proximity to the ship, you would be inside. The entire process of warping through can cause undesired physics interactions during that initial time frame. Okay, that's very helpful. This looks different than last time we were here. Hold on, I'm distracted. Because I know that the sand rises here. Oh, is this Solanum? We didn't see any of this last time we were here. Does this change things for us? Like sand was rising last time we were here. Maybe that's because we were outside the ash twin. Okay, wait, let's stay focused on one thing at a time. So what you're saying is that whatever happened there was not necessarily intended. We're on Brittle Hollow, right. Looks like the surface changes based on where we are? I don't know. I don't love... I think I'd be okay with getting warped there inside the ship. The issue was like we died instantly. But if that's buggy, maybe not a bug, but maybe we could say that's buggy. Maybe I should try again. Undesired physics interactions. So that's me dying inside the ship was undesired. Okay. Crazy. Here's our scout and the tower is gone. Ooh, what's this? Oh, just a little shard. Crazy how this looks so different. There's our tower. Well, I want to go try again. Oh, I can't even open my map. Unable to pinpoint location. That makes me want to try again. Thank you for sharing that information, Kalinicus. And maybe put my ship somewhere else or make some evasive maneuvers whenever that giant rock falls. But try to find a way to last it out. That looks like the Tower of Quantum Knowledge right there. Recall the rule of the sixth location. Maybe the rule of the sixth location, which looks like the eye, is what we're going to learn when we get inside the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. And the rule of quantum entanglement, if only we could make it dark. Can you turn this lamp off? We were hoping to like, see how the shows were around Brittle Hollow? When we flew up here, it got dark. It's pretty dark. But we're still here on Brittle Hollow. Okay, that's fair. I think where we're at is, well, we found the rule of quantum entanglement, where in the caves on the Ember Twin, when it got dark, the thing you're standing on can transport you. I think the way they phrased it was like, when you stop observing your surroundings, And the way they made that happen was by making it be pitch black. So then we figured this out with the picture. So like if we take a picture of the tower's not going anywhere. I don't know if we care about while we're inside it. Wait, so like, yeah, when it's dark, the tower moving at all here? No, that's the same. This is the only way we found to make it dark. I mean, that looks pitch black for a second. Yeah, and see, so the tower moves. That's kind of cool. But we're not standing on the object when that happens. And I feel like the ship's log said you need to be standing on the object. But this is kind of where we got stuck. And then this is the first place we learned that the eye might be the 6th location, because pretty clearly here's all the planets and here's the eye. Although that's still a question mark in our log. And now it looks like if we get inside the tower, maybe we learn that's the case. But anyway, we kind of got stuck here in not being able to make the moon leave and go somewhere else, preferably here. So I'm talking through things because I'm trying to come up with what a good question to ask would be. What knowledge do we seek? I mean, when we couldn't get this to work, we left. And we tried to get inside there, which was not successful. And the ash twin is still a big question mark. We know that there's a big project happening in the center where they needed a warp core and they were trying to make a 22-minute time interval. But we could not get inside the center of the ash twin. So those are our two big mysteries. Is this quantum moon getting to the eye? And then whatever the heck was happening in the ash twin core. I'm trying to even formulate a question in which like the answer is not just an obvious spoiler, you know? Because like I want to ask, how do we make the moon appear at the eye? I want to ask, how do we get to the middle of the ash twin? If there's ways to give gentle nudges about those things, we'll take them. I don't even know if those are the right questions though, you know? The game's been really amazing about like, if we're stuck somewhere, we go somewhere else, we read, we find another way to go about things. But yeah, we're coming up on running out of loose threads. Understand the final rule before worrying too much about completing your quantum journey. Okay, I like that. I like how you say quantum journey too. And you're right. I think even our ship's log says that. I think it even says before continuing your quantum journey. Maybe the Nomai wrote that somewhere. They were like, go here before completing your journey. Are you a Nomai? Calcinicus. We have a real Nomai. Oh, we have a new point of information here, huh? Visitors always arrive. Wait, here. I found a dead Nomai in a spacesuit. Okay. Probably Solanum. So that leads us back to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Doesn't it say, even here, learn one final rule before embarking on the pilgrimage? Okay. Ooh, landing gear damaged. Yeah, we did come in pretty hot. So we should use patience. We're not ready for our final journey yet. I'm afraid to put our ship down here. My issue is, I feel like we need the oxygen. If this thing were to get knocked in, if our hypothesis about the tower getting knocked in is true, we have to be able to survive down here until that happens. And every 3 minutes, we'd have to run back up here. But if the ship is down there, we might get clipped into it. Maybe that happens anyway. But in terms of completing our quantum journey, this is the final rule. Right. Learn one final rule. So this is it. There's the eye. The quantum moon is at the eye right now. Can I get a picture of that? Don't look away. Shit. Okay. If I have a picture of that, will that always stay? You can't move now, Quantum Moon, because you're being observed at the eye. Oh, it moved. Dang. Okay, so that's not how it works. You have to actually be observing the thing. This is just like an instrument telling you where it is. But now we saw it could go to the eye. So if we can get on there and find a way to get to the eye, that'd be cool. I do really want to get to the middle of the ash twin and learn, what's our surface integrity? 25%. Ooh, that's close. I want to learn about everything that Amai were doing. Why they wanted a 22-minute interval to find the eye, what they were trying to do and how. I do want to learn about all that. That's our other big question mark, but I think this is our priority. Maybe we just hang here. If 3 minutes goes by, we need more oxygen, we'll run back upstairs. Although when we walked by outside, the trees gave us oxygen. We don't even have to go all the way back. Okay, yeah, so that big thing fell. Everything's falling. 25% integrity. This feels like a long shot. We don't even know if this is like the way. But you were telling us that what happened to us was not necessarily desired. We can give this another shot. I feel like a 4 out of 10 on confidence on it. Okay, wait. Yeah. Here comes a big thing. Can we not get hit by that? That gonna knock us in? Okay. I feel like that's what hit us last time. Yeah, I'm very curious. I mean, I think our idea when we were here last time was just to wait out, wait out the cycle. Was that us? No, that's that. So that's what we'll do. We'll just sit here, and if the sun hits us, then okay, this is not the way. Oh no! Don't want any big thing big hitting us. Integrity 12%. Huh. So wait, something's happening. What was that stuff? Everything's falling. Can you please fall? I'll do anything to fall. 6%. Well, maybe if enough stuff around us gets knocked out, this will fall. Maybe that's what the surface integrity is all about. And that's why it's different in different places. It depends what you're still attached to. Oh, uh-oh. Please don't hit us. %. So maybe if like that gets knocked out. 79%. So that has a good surface integrity over there. Yeah, this thing's getting chopped up. Maybe instead of us getting hit, we're rooting for like that piece to get knocked out. How big is the sun? Did it already take the sun station? Yeah. Yeah, we're getting on in the cycle. have anxiety. But I really shouldn't. I think my anxiety is like, if nothing happens here, like I thought we were out of ideas before, but then we're really going to be out of ideas. Well, I got to come back here with the ship and just really try to jam it in here. Oh. Are we moving? We're moving. Oh, we're moving. Okay. Okay, wait. What? Freeze detected. See anything? Somewhere near us has to be the giant tower. Where is it? It's just too dark. Here? Dang, I lost... you know what? We should have been standing on that thing. Big mistake. Maybe this is it. Maybe we're still close by. Wait, there. It's just so dark. Okay, ideally... Oh, no. If we have to do this again, we're going to stand on that gravity pad. That would have been the way. This is it. Let me in there. Let me in there. The thing is, we kind of have to hurry. Because, like, we're on a time limit here. We're okay on O2. We're okay on fuel. So this is the way. The next time we're going to be standing on this thing if we have to come back here. And we can match the velocity of this. All right, we're in there. Oh, projection stones. Okay, where's my stone at? I'm excited. My heart's racing. Projection stones up here. We got a scroll. We should probably like reorient. Can I get one of these? Okay. There's stone up here maybe. Anxiety, anxiety, anxiety. Okay. We need to read this. Welcome, Solanum. Your arrival here means you've completed your preparations on Giant's Deep and are ready to depart for the Quantum Moon. So we saw Solanum's shuttle. We saw Solanum there on the Quantum Moon. On your pilgrimage, the Quantum Moon, what is our... Well, that's... I don't know. Okay. That 45-meter thing is distracting me. On your pilgrimage, the Quantum Moon will carry you, just as it carried me and many in our clan before me, to the moon's sixth and most secret location. Bells! Bells! You've been to the Eye and many before you have. You'll be aided in your pilgrimage by the shrine our clan built on the Quantum Moon. But remember this final rule. To explore the sixth location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Okay. So we did kind of find a way to make the shrine move by flying into the ceiling. Whether or not that's the right mechanic. Curious on your journey. We can't drop this. Thing is, there's another scroll. And I want to drop this. Oh my gosh. Our piloting skills. There's also a little spot for a projection stone over there. Oh my gosh. Fuel's running out. Can I put a stone? Can I drop the scroll? Man. Already holding scroll. Dude. Place scroll. Place scroll. Please place the scroll. Maybe there's another wall. And time is short too. Get in here. Go back. I don't see any projection stones up here. Okay, so the hint we need is that we need to make the tower appear on the North Pole. Which I think we could find a way to do. Is there a new wall that we can use? The projection stone thing. Okay. Flying skills need some work. Okay, so it let me do that. I thought I had to take the other one out. Bells, if you're here to make your first pilgrimage to the quantum moon, you are almost prepared to set out on this deeply significant journey. Before you do, pause and remember your history. Okay. Got it. We make this journey not only for ourselves, but also to honor the members of our clan who came before us, those who, after the crash that brought them to the star system, became stranded on Brittle Hollow and on Ember Twin, with no communication between those two groups of survivors. Huh. Members of our clan who came before us, after the crash that brought them to the star system, became stranded on Brittle Hollow and Ember Twin. Oh, the vessel and the escape pod. So maybe the people who built this tower came after them to honor the members who came before us. No communication between those two groups of survivors. Huh. These Nomai looked upward from two different planets and saw the same wandering moon visiting their skies. It was this moon, the quantum moon, that kept their curiosity alive during this long period of hardship. After the two divided groups were able to reunite, it became our clan's united goal to find and visit the quantum moon. This took time, and many Nomai who dreamed of seeing the quantum moon died before we discovered how to make the journey. When you reach the quantum moon, recall these Nomai and carry their curiosity onward with you. Damn, feels cool. Feels good. Feels chills. I have chills. Wow. Oh, that was a different wall. Okay. So yeah, so I mean, that's what we've been reading about all game. The Nomai that crashed here. The Nomai, I mean, yeah, their project, whatever the heck they were doing on the Ash Twin. There's got to be a projection stone somewhere here, right? Are you hiding? Fuel level critical, that stinks. Here comes our music. I don't see any projection stones down there. I feel like we learned a lot. Do we need to learn more? Maybe I should turn off my flashlight so we can see a glowing projection stone. I guess when we go to our ship's log, we'll see if it says there's more to explore here. Man, is there a projection stone on the surface of this place? I don't remember if there's one up there. Let's run out of oxygen anyway. Okay, but on the positive side, this worked. This crazy idea we had worked. Yeah, I don't see any projection stone. If there's one up on the surface, I'm going to feel sad. But we'll see afterwards. Is that a projection stone? No. Okay, let's watch the end of our life. So, we have to get that tower to appear on the North Pole. Whether or not our method of jumping into the ceiling is right, it seemed to change the position of the tower. And there's still the question of the Ash Twin. I'm unsure. I'm unsure if we should go to the moon now. Go read our ship's log, but it seems like we might have what we need to know to do that. There's also the question of the DLC now, which we've been putting off for a long time. But we were told, check out the DLC either after beating the main game or right before the end. And I think they said something like, you'll know when it's the end. This kind of seems like going to the eye might be that final thing. So we might want to think about the DLC. But let's see. The Nomai built a shrine on the Quantum Moon to aid in the pilgrimage to its sixth location. Remember, the final rule to explore the sixth location of the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Big information. Pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon was a deeply significant journey for the Nomai. After the two groups of Nomai stranded on Ember Twin and Brittle Hollow were reunited, it became their united goal to find and visit the Quantum Moon. Many Nomai went on a pilgrimage during which the Quantum Moon carried them to its sixth and most secret location. To explore the sixth location, the shrine on the Quantum Moon must be on the North Pole. Okay. So we learned what we needed to learn from the beautiful Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Side quest complete. Thank you, Cal, in that endeavor. With a beautiful, vague hint that was not spoilering. So what's our question now? Our question is, do we try to do this? Do we try to get inside the Ash Twin? Do we incorporate the DLC before our final push for the end of the game? These are our major questions. I guess there's no projection stone because it doesn't say there's more to explore there. Or if there is a projection stone somewhere that we missed, at least it's not like crucial to story progression. So, I think with these questions, we should call it a night. Anyway, something about biting into watermelon, it's like too, I don't know. But the watermelon flavored candy I like. My announcements thing, okay. Well, it's good that I've been typing in the announcements at least. Good looking out. Yeah, okay. I'm going to think the rest of the stream. I'm going to think about fruits, and at the end of stream, I'll give our top 5 fruits, okay? In the meantime, we're nearing the end, my friends. Now, yesterday we spent a lot of time on the Quantum Moon. We played around on the Ash Twin a little bit, but we couldn't find our way to the Warp Core. Is this like seizure inducing? I don't know why I do that. I'm sorry. What's up, Neon? We were just talking about your amazing artwork, dude. I like the one. This was a clever, creative, funny, good one that you did today. GG. I can't wait till we have emotes and I can have the GG emote. Anyway, I hope you're doing good tonight. Yeah, Philly gave you props. Here's our question. Neon, I don't know how much you've seen of the Outer Wilds, but we're nearing the end. Question is, what do we do now? It feels like since this is in the middle, this should be like the last thing, like we should work our way in. So in terms of whether or not we work on the Ash Twin or we work on the Quantum Moon, I'm kind of inclined to try the Quantum Moon first. It's like peripheral, but the game may not be intending that. I don't know what like the optimal way to learn the secrets is, but we know that the sixth location is the eye. And we need to find a way to get the Quantum Moon to the eye. So let's go see if we can puzzle this out. And if we get stuck, we'll come to the Ash Twin project. And really what we may need to do is like sit in the ship's log for a minute and read a lot of the entries. Because we've amassed so much information over the course of our 7 days. I have pretty good recall, but I don't know if I remember it perfectly. And reading through the ship's log could help us with some things. Now the Quantum Moon, I feel like if I just like do something like this. I mean, I guess we could go to any planet. Oh, that's the DLC thing out there that's asking us to lock onto. But if I just like keep moving around, eventually it'll show up here, right? Oh, we're coming in way too fast. Oh no, we don't want to land here. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. How are we going so fast? Ocean landing. Let's get out of here. Oh, you know the ending. That's kind of cool though. I feel like if you, I don't know, you have a different perspective. We've had some very friendly chatters pop in who have already played the game before. I think there's value in like still watching it even when you know. Because now you get new perspective. Like I could see the value of another playthrough being fun. Because there's so much information. And a lot of times when we read a wall, we're like, what does this mean? And if we already know the ending, you might be like, oh, this is the puzzle piece that fits into that. Plus there's so many Nomai, and it's hard to keep track of their names. I'm just looking towards the planet in a way, hoping that the moon comes here, but it doesn't seem to be coming here. Where is it? It's over here. Let's just go to it. Wait, that's the Addle Rock. Wait, no, it is there. Yes, things like all the Nomai's names and all the characters, like we know Poke and Pie. I guess I don't know. I know most of them, but you know what I mean. You can experience the story more deeply. So we're gonna take a picture. Did I get it? I think, yeah, that's in the picture there. So this is the rule of quantum imaging. Once you have a picture of it, it won't move. This is what allows us to land. Now we read somewhere that no matter what, you always land at the South Pole. And also, and also, landing gear. We want to get to the North Pole or something? Let's read the ship's log. We found the dead Nomai in a spacesuit. That's Solanum. Visitors always arrive at the South Pole. So there's this shrine that's here, and it talks about the rule of quantum imaging, the rule of quantum entanglement, which means like if you are standing on something and you stop observing it, it can move you with it. And then the rule of the sixth location, which is that the moon goes to the eye. Oh, here it is. To explore the sixth location, the shrine on the quantum moon must be on the moon's north pole. Hey, no worries, Neon. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sharing your awesome artwork. And just being a rad dude all around. Hope you have a good night. And we'll catch you when we catch you, you know? Good vibes only. Appreciate you, dude. Now, there's a shrine. First, we need to find it. Maybe I just spin in circles. I think everything here changes too, right? I guess not. We want to get to the North Pole. Ooh, we're pretty close to the North Pole here. Can I get up there? Oh, wait, no, don't leave the planet. Oh, I'm kind of scared to do that. If we leave when I don't have a picture of it up, I'm worried it's going to disappear. Okay, here's the shrine. Now, we need to get the shrine to the North Pole. Do we understand the full mechanics of the shrine? Well, okay, here it is on Brittle Hollow. We could turn it on. I watched a little bit of my VOD yesterday, and I was doing this thing where I was flying up into the dark, and I was like, hey, look, it must have moved, right? And I looked outside and it looked different, and I said, look, we moved the tower. But I don't think that's actually the case. I think just whatever was outside moved. So this is what it looks like, right? And you can see, actually, I'm noticing now, we have a mini map and it's not changing. But now I'm noticing that there's this. Can I close this up? Ah, oh, it's gonna be dark. Okay, this is the way. Did we move? It just made some kind of ding. We're still in the same place on the mini map. What happens if I open the door? Everything's the same. What if I do this? Wait. Now there's water here? The moon is on a new planet. Didn't we come to Brittle Hollow first? I think we did. Okay, wait, so it moved. So is it different out here? Yes. Hey, so this is what we did not see yesterday, is that you can close the door from the inside. So we can change planets, but I'm pretty sure on the minimap here, we didn't change our location on the moon. You know what I mean? Like my spot on the minimap did not change. And we want to get north. So how does changing what planet we're around? I have to think. This looks pretty closed off here. This is cool though. We haven't been to the Quantum Moon when it's on Timberhearth. We had a suspicion that it looks different based on where you are. I mean, this is definitely different. This is the Timberhearthy looking thing. It's all the trees. But we're kind of... I don't like this location. Maybe we change the moon we're on again. Is it just like constantly moving until I observe? Okay, now we're on Giant's Deep. Why is there water? Oh, because Giant's Deep has a bunch of water on it. Oh, we haven't been on the Quantum Moon outside of Giant's Deep. Look at this. Yeah, I'm taking a picture of it to keep it there, but... Okay, what if we did this? Wait, it's there, right? Let's have it not be there. It's here. And this is closer to the North Pole. We probably don't want to go in there, do we? Oh, I lost it. I don't know why I took away the picture. Oh, here's the Solanum ship. We probably... Okay, wait. Oh, even this is different. There's our thing. So, wait, the tower should have... Oh, it's over there. But I just lost it. No, it's here. Is that close to the north? That's pretty close to the north. Maybe... Okay. Let's move again. We can't go into the North Pole because there's a giant cyclone here. Yeah. But maybe somewhere else. Now we're on Brittle Hollow. Maybe we just keep moving until we can get north. Oh wait, did I lose it? Ooh. We want to keep the tower here. Do we want to keep the tower here? I don't know. Yeah, I think we do. We want to keep it north. Can I... Is this the North Pole? Will the tower show up here? Have we ever been to the North Pole? We haven't, have we? Or maybe we have by accident. I didn't realize there was trees here. Okay, I'm going to take away this picture. And that's going to let the tower move. Is there any way the tower is this one of the locations the tower might appear at? Yes. Yes. Okay. 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 I wish I had my ship. Where's our ship? I don't have a location for it. I want to read the ship's log. What did it say? To get to the 6th location, the tower must be at the North Pole. Okay, so it's here. Can I get on top? Does fall damage? Oh, no! Oh, that was almost so bad. Wait. Oh, we done messed up big time. Hello, Solanum. We left the atmosphere, which means we arrived on the South Pole. Why did I get so curious? Curiosity killed the cat. Also, curiosity killed the jack. Okay, wait. We can repeat that. There's a final step to do there, and trying to get on top of the tower is not the answer. Okay, let's find the tower. I think we have the right idea. Can I just walk to the North Pole from here? Where's north from here? Any Gorillaz fans? This looks like it, but it's not it. So we can't oh, okay. So let's do this again. What planet did we go to where we could get it pretty far north? Was it Giant's Deep? Oh! Wait, we're at the eye. I guess this is close enough to the North Pole. What the heck? Oh. But we're locked. This looks like the cave stone. Or all the quantum stones we see everywhere. Okay. So we have to be on the North Pole. We know that. This is so cool. So when we turn off our flashlight, we're moving. Giant's Deep, that's where we want to be. I kind of want to see what it looks like at the Dark Bramble. Oh, it's red. Oh, yeah, wait. I kind of want to see, just for fun, what it looks like at every location. What does it look like on the Ember Twins, or the Hourglass Twins? Oh, yeah, these little... Oh, wait, but we should take a picture. Keep it here near the north. Ooh. Sand. Spiky plants. Makes sense. Okay. We cannot get any further north here. Maybe if we walked around further. But I don't really want to. We already know we can do it on Giant's Deep. So lock it up. Ready? Brittle Hollow. Okay, that's where we started. The eye. Brittle Hollow. Oh yeah, I want to see what it looks like on the Bramble. Okay, naturally, the giant brambles. Let's take a picture. Keep it here. Can we get farther north? That's north. Not really. Maybe? Not really. Okay, this is creepy. I don't like it here. I wonder if there's anglerfish in here. Okay, let's do this again. I think Giant's Deep is the play. That got us pretty far north. So, go dark. Ember Hearth. Giant's Deep. Now, wait a second. Take a picture. This is... this is a good place to be. This is pretty dang far north. We can't get any more north. So what went wrong? Where do we want to go? Was it Timber Hearth or was it Brittle Hollow? Was it Brittle Hollow that put us... Get a little pick. Don't go anywhere, tower. This is as north as we can go. Let's do a little loop around. Ooh, wait a second. Yeah, okay, I was worried there was a big drop there. Now we're back towards the equator. This is not making progress. Okay, let's try the other way. Gotta be careful about going too high. Maybe we're on the wrong side. Maybe we do, excuse me, blueberry burps. Maybe we should go back to Giant's Deep and I should go to the other side of this cyclone. Maybe. Close. Okay. This is such a cool mechanic. Giant's Deep. Can't get any more north, but maybe on the other side or somewhere else, there must be a better spot that matches up with the Brittle Hollow North Tower. Here? Let's try here. Very north. We're locking it up. Yeah, well, let's see what it looks like from here. We're close to north, but not there. Okay, it's closed off. Okay. I think Brittle Hollow is what we want. At least that's how we got it to work last time. Timberhearth. Ooh, let's see what it looks like here at Timberhearth. Because last time we came to Timberhearth, we were kind of like in a little cavern. Not a cavern, we just had limited ways we could go. Can we get north? Oh, this is south. This is north. Okay, so, I mean, is it possible for the tower to appear here? I mean, we're on the North Pole. Maybe I should take the picture away and just swing around and maybe the tower will appear here. Ah, yes. Okay, now we're not going to try to jump on top, right? Oh, I just shut it from the outside. That was kind of cool. Okay, now, if we do the thing, and it shows up on the eye. Oh, why did I do that? Go back to the eye. So cool. Okay. We're here. Maybe? Oh, it's now blocked off. We're on the eye. Oh, wait. No, we're not. We're on the quantum moon, but we're orbiting the eye. What's up, Cal? You're having a good night, dude. We're here. I'm scared. Do I want to lock this guy into place? We're on the north pole of the quantum moon as it orbits the eye. So the eye is right out there, dude, this whole time. They were trying to make warp stuff to fly there. Now the question is, what do we do? Do we leave the atmosphere and like look around us? Are we going to see some planet that is the eye? I'm afraid to leave. Let's thoroughly explore this. All this stone looks like all those shards that are on all the planets that like, what is it? The cave shard, the tower shard. I don't see any. Ooh, what's this? Okay, something is happening on the South Pole. Oh, that is kind of ominous looking. Oh. Is that an Omai that's alive? He's got the mask. Is that an Omai? Dude, I just got chills. I have goosebumps. Solanum! Wait, but we saw his dead body. Oh my, okay, who are you? He doesn't want to talk. What's up, dude? You trying to fight? What is this? Huh? Those are Nomai. Nomai calling. Nomai. Pick up Identify Stone. Pick up Explain Stone. Pick up Me Stone. Pick up Quantum Moonstone. Are we gonna... Okay. Me. Can I tell him who Me is? Does he know who Me is? Oh, insert Me Stone. Okay, wait. Me? Explain Me. Does this work like everything else where they connect? Oh, dude, I have chills. I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about and to find the eye of the universe. I'm unsure how you arrived here. However, perhaps you came from another star system as my clan originally did. Okay. Identify me. Will that be... I'm trying to tell him my name. I've never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. Remember, we saw that the Nomai in the mine on Timber Hearth saw like prehistoric us crawling out of the pond. So he saw us, but he saw us like 208,000 years ago. Or maybe not him, but the Nomai did. There are many questions I would ask if I could... Oh no. Of course. Okay, when that music was playing, that's the end of the cycle. I knew that's what that music meant, but I was like, oh, maybe because this is such a big moment, they're playing music for us. But no, that was actually end of cycle music. Okay, we have to go back. Oh my god, dude, Solanum is alive. How is that possible? We're going back instantly. And okay, we can't dilly-dally. We did a lot of dillying and dallying. We got to go right there. How? 6th location. I met a living Nomai named Solanum at the South Pole. There's more to explore here. Oh, there's definitely more to explore. Suit on. It's no small feat to have reached that point in a single loop once you had all the relevant log information. Let's go. It was, yeah, we did it. Did it. I don't know why the mechanic... Oh no, we're gonna fly into here. The mechanic... Oh no, we went out of view. Oh, it's still there. Where like you're in the tower and you make it dark. The whole idea of the rule of quantum entanglement is, I don't know, it's so cool. Because we've spent the whole game, you have to get in your ship to go somewhere. You got to get in your jetpack and fly somewhere. Everything is like point A to point B. But with this, you like teleport. I don't know, it's really cool. Okay, we need a picture. Autopilot, you're kind of tripping. Are you getting us there? Okay. So we have the picture of you, which means you cannot move. Excuse me? Oy, why are we zooming? Okay, now the North Pole is where the cyclone is, here. Let's move our ship out of the way. Oh. Now we had the tower. Is this good? I don't think this is where we want it. I feel like the tower was in a different orientation. Oh, but that's when we were trying to make it work on Brittle Hollow. I feel like it was over here. But then again, is this stuff moving too? Yeah, everything moves, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. We just need to get in the tower near the pole here. And maybe Timber Hearth is the way, because Timber Hearth is kind of wide open. Give me the... Okay, this looks good. This might have been... I don't even know. Okay. Brittle Hollow might work. But let's try Timber Hearth. That seemed to be pretty easy. The eye. Brittle Hollow. We gotta be fast. Bingo. Are we good? Yes, nice and open. Ooh, it's kind of dark. Okay, to the North Pole. And we're going straight to Solanum. You know, it said something in the ship's log like... I don't know. We need to go back and read the ship's log more, but... First, we need Solan to answer our questions. So he didn't know our species. I mean, he was around 280,000 years ago. How is he alive? Maybe the eye exists independent of time? Like, to us, he was 208,000 years ago, but maybe this really is him dead on the quantum moon that we saw. But on the eye, he's alive. Just a little old. Think of how much like wisdom and experience he must have. Unless to him he's still like 20 or whatever. And this place exists independent of time. I don't know. We're going to have to ask. We're going to have to find out. Like, has he been here for 280,000 years? Or did we just go to a place that's like, I don't know, my head hurts. Are we going to be jumping up into that also? Now, will he remember us? Look at this thing he's got here. Cool tool. Anything else around here? We'll explore later. Okay. So we said me. Wait, you're not gonna... Okay, thank you. Last time we did me and explain. So let's do me and identify. That's what we started to do when the cycle ended. I've never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. There are many questions I would ask if I could comprehend your language. You have my gratitude for understanding me. Oh, of course. That's why we can't talk. He doesn't understand our language. So identify me, identify quantum moon. This is the quantum moon where we both are standing. Despite also orbiting other celestial bodies, the quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. Oh. Explain that. Have you encountered a quantum shard on another planet? The shards look the same as the quantum moon's surface does now while at the eye. We did observe that. From this, we can reasonably infer the quantum moon's natural state is as we see it now, and that the eye is its primary location. That's pretty smart, dude. Given the quantum moon is the eye's moon, it's likely that any characteristics the moon exhibits are also exhibited by the eye itself. Oh, that makes sense, because the eye, when they were trying to track it, it's like everywhere. The quantum moon and its shards, for instance, are quantum, thus the eye is likely also quantum. In fact, this moon is probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it quantum. Ah, so the eye is the quantum thing. And that's why the moon is quantum. The same way the areas surrounding the quantum shards that landed on other planets eventually become quantum too. Makes sense. Whenever there's one of these shards around, everything else kind of moves as you look around. Okay. So we're done learning about the quantum moon. What happens if I put 2 blues next to each other? You have anything to say about a connection between me and the quantum stone? Quantum moon? Oh, we can connect everything here, huh? Is this your first time on the quantum moon? It's my first time here. If you've come here looking for answers, I hope you find them. Cool, dude. You're so friendly. Can I see your face? Can I see your face, dude? Oh, this mask is pretty thick. Cool mask. What else do we want to know? The connection between... Oh, wait. The quantum moon... Wait. Let's backtrack a little bit. Identify yourself. Identify yourself, sir. Identify in you. Cool shoes. Little like triceratops toes. I am Solanum, a Nomai. My clan arrived in this star system before my birth, and we now call it home. What star system? We're in the I star system. What star system? My star system? He's a descendant of the people that crashed in our place? Explain yourself. I am on my first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. All Nomai and my clan make this journey when we come of age. Yeah, so like, he doesn't think he's been here for 208,000 years. He's here right now. 280,000 years ago for us. My head hurts. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the quantum moon... Oh, the eye cannot be reached from here. The quantum moon remains special to us as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. I've journeyed here to be close to the eye. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the quantum moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. That? Oh, it does kind of look like an eye, like an iris. Like there's the pupil. Interesting. So he explained you, he identified you. How about you and me? Are we friends? We do not have much connection, you and I. Still, this encounter feels special. I hope you won't mind if I think of you as a friend. Not at all, dude. That's pretty cool. I'm glad you're not mad at us or attacking us. Tell us about you and the eye. Many in my clan have believed the eye called to us for a particular purpose. When I was a child, I used to believe the eye was malevolent, to have lured my clan to the star system only to then vanish from them so completely. But I don't fear the eye anymore. In fact, it became my fondest hope to see the eye itself, someday, but I fear this may be beyond my reach. You may think I'm strange. No, dude. But I have a hypothesis that I may not be entirely alive. Perhaps my journey has reached its end. Oh, no. Yeah, we did see his dead body. How do we tell him that? We can't really tell him, can we? Oh, you trying to grab us? Oh, you're telling us to get more stuff. Yeah. Sorry, dude. You and... What have we not asked him yet? Did we ask him about you and the quantum moon? Like many of my clan before me, I journeyed here to see the quantum moon's reflection of the eye. This is the closest any of us have come to seeing the eye. So other people have done this. You may think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis that I might not be entirely alive. Perhaps my journey has reached its end. Did I just read the same thing? Okay. Let's have him identify the eye. I should have been more methodical because now I'm forgetting what we have and haven't linked. We are orbiting the eye of the universe now, although we cannot see it. Only the quantum moon's reflection of it. The eye is older than the universe itself, and my clan believes it dwells in an entirely distant orbit around the star system. Right. Wait. Explain the eye. This is so cool. There is fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable on a very small scale. As one approaches the eye, however, that uncertainty grows enormously. Uncertainty grows as you approach the eye. The quantum moon probably exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the quantum moon have a similar effect, as I imagine you've seen elsewhere in the star system. Yes. Conscious observation forces a quantum object to collapse to a single possibility. But what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? I don't know. Conscious observation forces an object to collapse into a single possibility. So like when we take a picture of a thing, if that was to be quantum, it's not moving. We're constantly observing it. But then when we stop observing it, there's uncertainty. It could be anywhere. But what happens if you enter the eye itself? Do you become quantum? You exist anywhere unless you're observed? Over time, this has become my clan's greatest question. That's a big question, dude. Okay. Anything else to tell us about the eye? Can you tell me about me in the eye? Does my fate lie in the eye? Suppose you could reach the eye of the universe. Would you try to enter it? I don't know. I guess so. We're curious. What do you imagine the effects of a conscious observer might be? Well, maybe the eye would stay in whatever place it was at because we would be observing it. Maybe. But what would happen to us? These are hard questions. Did you tell us about you in the eye? I think we may have read this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If it's gray, we already did this. Pretty good. I think we did all the eye things. Maybe the eye and the moon. Although we kind of get the picture. I imagine you've noticed the quantum moon changes in appearance depending on which location it is currently orbiting. We did notice that. For instance, the moon looks quite different when orbiting Giants Deep than it does when orbiting the Hourglass Twins. For sure, for sure, for sure. Because the quantum moon clearly changes into its different forms, the eye, being this moon's primary location, must be similarly malleable. From this, we can hypothesize that the eye represents extreme changeability. That said, despite its malleable nature, the quantum moon becomes locked to one specific version of itself when it is consciously observed. But what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye? Yeah, he's posed this question a few times now. So if the moon is very changeable, and it is that way as a result of its proximity to the eye, then the eye is very changeable, right? And we know it's like everywhere at once. You can't pinpoint its location. So if you observe it, if you're a conscious observer of it, you must observe whatever it is, and it's fixed in space, maybe. And if you were to enter the eye, now do you just become something that's all over the place at once? Unless someone else looks at you? I don't know. Brain teasers. Can we rescue him? Come with us, dude. Okay, I think we've asked everything about the eye. I think we've asked everything about everything. Identify and explain. Oh, he's actually going to do that. These are the two tenets of Nomai philosophy. To seek out and to understand is our way of living. Ooh, I like it. To seek out and to understand. I'm with it, Solanum. Good philosophy, dude. We asked him everything about himself. We just asked everything about the eye. Pretty sure we asked all about the quantum moon. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Did we connect ourselves to everything? I should have been a little more aware as we went through. Yeah, I think, okay. You ask about me in the eye? Is there a future for me in the eye? Am I going into the eye? He's wearing the mask that sends the memories back. Okay, we asked. Okay, I think I'm kind of sad. I think we've had all the dialogue. This has been amazing, Solanum. Will you come with me? I don't know if we've asked everything. I feel like he would say, okay, good talk. Goodbye. You gonna watch me if I go back here? Okay, so there's nothing else to do here. This is orbiting the eye. It shows a reflection of the eye. The eye is out there somewhere. But it seems like if we were to leave here right now, we're not just going to be on the eye. I don't think it's that easy. I think he said something about that. I don't think there's anywhere else we want to be on the moon here. I'm tempted to just jump up into that thing, but I'm worried it's just going to kind of dump us somewhere in space. I mean, our ship's not here. We could get in the quantum shrine and go back that way, but I feel like we have to jump through this. What should we do? Is there more that we need to be asking? Maybe I should have been more methodical. He's still pointing to the wall like he wants us to ask something. Maybe we didn't do identify and explain on everything. Yeah, we didn't do this. I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about and define the eye of the universe. Yes. I'm unsure how you arrived here. However, perhaps you come from another star system as my clan originally did. Yeah. We sure did. Yeah, we talked about that. Tell me all the things. Think he's hungry? But we don't have any food. Yeah, we've done explain on all the blue stuff. So maybe we should ask him to identify everything just in case we haven't. We did identify you and identified me, right? Just be thorough. He is Solanum. Okay, we did this. I don't want this part to be over. I want to talk to this guy forever. I have so many questions, but we're limited to these stones. Tell me more about the Nomai. Tell me about your friends. Yeah, I think we've done all the dialogue. You know, he's pointing at me and then he's pointing at the wall, which makes me think he wants to tell us more. All right, well, Solanum, it's been real, dude. You know, he did say something like, I think this is my last journey. What do you want me to do? I'll do it. What do you want me to do? I'll do it. Or he said something like, I think this is my... I don't know. He seems to be aware that he's not surviving this. And we saw his corpse when it was orbiting other planets. I'm pretty confident that there's nothing else here for us. So the only thing I can do is jump into this. And I know it's probably not going to go well, but I just can't help it. And if we have to come back here, we know how to come back, right? Solanum, I want to say good luck, but we know how it ends. But good luck, dude. I wish you well. We're out. Whoa. Oh, now. Solanum. And we're on the quantum moon on Timberhurst. Dang, dude. R.I.P. What a legend. Is our ship here? There's his shuttle. Oh. Forgot everything's quantum. Maybe we should take his shuttle. Fly. Whoa. Excuse me? Oh. We're at the Whitehall Station. Where's our ship, though? Wait, our ship's on Giant's Deep. I don't know how to get back to our ship. Wait, can we fly in this thing again? His shuttle went to the Whitehall Station, huh? How did that happen? Fly. Wait, we're still at the Whitehall Station. What are the chances? Is that the quantum moon? What are the chances we can fly to Giant's Deep and make it to our ship? Oh, look, the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. We're late enough in the cycle that it's here. Remember how hard this was to do? Maybe we should go here for the rest of our cycle, see if we saw everything there is to see. We were missing a projection stone, we thought. How far away is our ship? Yeah, we would not have the fuel to get there anyway. The one, can I slow down, Daddy? Wait. That's not the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. We just made a loop back to the Whitehall Station. Okay. Take me to Giant's Deep. I mean, it's in orbit, right? Oh, we gotta go now. We gotta catch it. Gonna get farther away. Can our jetpack take us as fast as these things orbit? Probably no way, right? Yeah, it's further away now. And we're gonna run out of fuel. We are kind of moving, though. Maybe we should go straight at the sun until we're in line with its orbit. And then our ship will come around. I kind of just want to, I want to get in our ship's log and read everything. Because, like, during that dialogue, we were getting a lot of ship's log updated. Dude, I missed Solanum. We saw a living Nomai. Maybe we should go back. Should we go back? Okay, we're almost in the orbit of Giant's Deep. Oh, we are in the orbit of Giant's Deep. Oh, wait, I'm floating into the sun. Chill out. I went too far. We overshot it. I mean, how long does an orbit take, though? It might take too long to do this. And our fuel's out. Maybe we just go for a little suntan and get a little reset. Oh, look, the sun station's getting overtaken. Is that the sun station? Oh, that's the ash twin. Look how different it looks now, late in the cycle. Oh, the cycle's ending and I'm going way too fast to slow down. I think we're into the sun no matter what. Okay. Wow, okay. That was the best loop of the game so far. That was incredible. We need to go read about everything we just learned. But part of me thought we would make it to the eye. So everything there was cool and all, but like, how did we get to the eye? Anything new to say to Slate? I think we've talked about all this stuff. Okay. The Ash Twin core. The Nomai project. I think all our answers lie there. Okay, we're going to read. We have a lot of new information. We've been exploring. We've seen all these Nomai skeletons everywhere. We've seen all these Nomai who have long passed. And then we just got to interact with a real one. I still can't really believe it. And I think he's there. Anytime we want to go there, he'll be there. But only on the quantum moon. So let's read about everything we just learned. It doesn't say there's more to learn here, so I think we did exhaust all the dialogue. I met a living Nomai named Solanum at the South Pole. The quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. At this location, the quantum moon becomes a reflection of the eye itself. The eye is likely the source of all macroscopic quantum phenomena in the solar system. So it's the source of all those shards that we see on all these different planets. Solanum wonders what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye. Yeah, we also wonder that. We had some random guesses. Solanum has a hypothesis that she may not be entirely alive. Oh, she. I'm sorry, Solanum. I feel like we were calling him he. Calling her he. Solanum. Damn. You think she's single? Okay, so she knows. I don't know why that's including that information there. She knows her doom. You may not be entirely alive. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we were trying to think maybe that place exists independently of time, but maybe it's like some remnant of her. I don't know. Okay, so we've got our whole map filled out besides the Ash Twin project. So I think we know where we're headed. Unless, of course, there are points of interest that haven't unlocked for us yet. We still couldn't get Hollow's lantern to fill in. But it doesn't look like there's any way for us to land on it when we tried. So, in terms of the Ash Twin, we need to go back and explore more, but we know the central chamber was physically sealed off by a thick protective shell. We know that. And how do we get in there? They plan to construct technology capable of producing a 22-minute negative time interval, right? We don't really know why. Something in service of this project to get to the eye? Every memory recorded by a Nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit within the Ash Twin, right? And then in the event of a successful mission, where do we find the Nomai things? In the event of a successful mission, that's when they send the memories back. Or something. Eye signal locator. Oh, right. Construction yard? There's a place on Giant's Deep where the masks were being produced. Where is that? Tell us about the masks. You know, we could go back and talk to all the explorers and tell them what we know. See if they have anything to share with us. That could be cool. Maybe we don't have a point of interest telling us about that. The island with the masks. Ash Twin Tower designs. Each tower warps to a different planet, although many Nomai are quick to note that the sun is not actually a planet. Right, because one of them goes to the sun station. Each tower was designed to visually reflect its warp destination. The towers allowed the Nomai to quickly travel between Ash Twin and all other locations crucial to the project. They wanted to know if a 22-minute negative time interval was possible. They concluded it would require new technology to produce the necessary energy as well as an advanced warp core. Right. Here, Statue Island and Statue Workshop. This is what we wanted to see. The island where the Nomai created statues like the one in our observatory. Right. The statues were designed to pair with a single user, record their memories, and send those memories to a storage unit within the Ash Twin project. Each storage unit inside the Ash Twin project was equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which could then send those stored memories back to the corresponding user. They were designed to only activate once the Ash Twin project succeeded. And these statues activate every time the sun explodes and we die. Because that's when all the memories get sent back to us. And then we have a 22-minute time loop. So what's happening? Or in the event that it failed, we need to get in there and learn exactly what this project is all about. So the mines, we learned that's where they got the ore to make the shell for this project. The forge is where Poke was going to work on the big warp core. The Hourglass Twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. All of the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin while the 6 warp receivers are being constructed at different locations. The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. Warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. Is this a diagram depicting the alignment angle between a warp tower and its corresponding astral body? Warp tower alignment angles are not exact. They only need to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. I feel like this is important and I can't understand why. Okay, when you're warping somewhere, you're not necessarily going to where the receiver is. You are aligned with the center of the astral body. When it comes to the Hourglass Twins, they're so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. Okay? The warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin. These 6 warp receivers are being constructed at different locations. So what are the 6 receivers? Giant's Deep, 1. Brittle Hollow, 2. Timberhearth, 3. Sun Station, 4. Is Bramble 1 too? I think there was one on Bramble. But either way, we're still missing. Would 5 or 6 be the Hourglass Twins? There is a place. Let's go. Hold on. Do we need to read more? Let's go. There is a warp tower for the Hourglass Twins because we warped to the Ember Twin. Oh, so maybe that's 5 and 6. If Ash Twin. Hold on. We need to go. I don't think there was a Bramble one. Okay, we're pretty early in the cycle here, so we're not going to be able to see all the warp towers. What I'm thinking is, if we count out all 6, and one of those is the Ash Twin tower, how do you warp from the Ash Twin to the Ash Twin? You know what I mean? I thought we tried all the warp towers, though. We must not have. Or maybe we did and I'm not thinking right. But if we warp from Ash Twin to Ash Twin, Pretty please, can we get inside the warp core? Or maybe it would just like put us right back on the platform that we're on. But there's stuff in there about how the center, the warp point is in the center. Okay, we learned now it's okay to land our ship up here because we can take this little elevator. Try not to get right on top of it. Wait, will you land? Hey, dude. Whoa. Maybe we should do landing mode. Will you stay? Okay. Is this alright? Yeah, this is okay. And if we need to come back up, we can take the elevator. So let's go to the equator, where the towers are about to start appearing. When we warp to the Ember Twin, we're like looking in the sky and we're sitting on the warp pad. The Ember Twin flies over us, and we warp to the Ember Twin. And if you, we need to find this place where we think the Ash Twin warp is. What if? In what scenario is it important for us to know that the warp alignment point for these two things is in the middle of them? Why do we need to know that? In case we want to warp to that, we're actually aligned in here. Or if we want to warp to the Ash Twin, we need to be aligned here. But where are we warping to on the Ash Twin, if not the core? Have we seen one of those little warp points anywhere here on the Ash Twin? I don't think so. Kind of scary how close we are to the sun. But at some point, show us the towers. What if we take a picture inside this thing? Not really going in. Okay, so here's one of the towers. And which one is this? This one? Okay, this is where we flew around. That's... I don't remember where this took us. But we did do that. We did do that. Okay. Have a sneeze? Sneezes? Okay, we did this. We did this. What is this? This is like the Hourglass Twins, yeah? Yeah, we did this because I remember we came through and we read all these scrolls. Oops. But did we try all these warp pads? I feel like we did. Which one's the Ash Twin and which one's the Ember Twin? Okay. Is there a wall? Yeah. Friends visiting from the Hanging City. We are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's equator. Right, we've been there. I became lost on Ember Twin, but the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Connoy would lose his own head if it weren't anatomically impossible. So maybe this warps to the Ember Twin, and this warps the... Oh... Theoretically, this warps to the Ash Twin, but we're on the Ash Twin, but maybe it'll warp us to the core. Pretty please. Okay, well, here's the Ember Twin. Uh-oh. That's not the way. And now we're on the gravity of the Ember Twin. Yikes. Oh, we're actually just dead. Okay. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Well, we kind of warped to the Ember Twin. We just did it through physical space instead of through the warp. Oh, this is kind of frustrating because now we have to wait until enough sand has gone down so we can explore that area again. Is there anything else we can do in the meantime? Not really. I mean, maybe. We could go talk. Let's go talk to Chert. I want to talk to all the explorers we've seen. I think Chert is the one on Ember Twin, so that gets us kind of close to the Ash Twin for when we're ready to explore. But now that we know all this stuff, like let's talk to Gabbro. Let's talk to Rybeck. Let's talk to Feldspar. Because when we were talking with them, it was like, hey, I discovered something. But that was a dialogue option for us. Maybe we can be like, hey, we went to the Quantum Moon. And I don't know if they'll do anything besides say, hey, that's cool. Music is so good. So where's our boy Chert? There. Wait. We overshot it a little, that's okay. Oh, I guess we have our thing. Oh, we overshot it a lot. Are we staying? Good enough. Okay. Alright, not the best landing. A proper Outer Wilds landing. What's up, Chert? Well, he was the one who's really sad because he knows that the sun is about to get him. I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today. Oh yeah, that's right. All the stars are exploding. I found something. Did we tell him all this yet? Found your notes about the Adelrock's main crater. The planet I mentioned may have been frozen solid or just partially made of ice like a much colder giant steep. It used to be the 5th planet in our solar system. Its place is Dark Bramble. Right, we learned about this. Dark Bramble exploded and went everywhere or something like that. I found Nomai writing about a hidden planet. How fascinating. It might interest you to know the existence of an additional planet is entirely plausible if you look at the physics of our solar system. It would just have to be incredibly far out there, farther than Earthian ships. Is that what the eye is? We don't know all that much about what's out there. The farther you go, the less we know. As such, as well within the realm of possibility, such a planet exists. We found writing about the quantum moon. Everyone loves a good mystery, don't they? Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there and sometimes not? I've observed the quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it quite simply disappears from the sky altogether. And we now know that other place is the eye. Unfortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Okay, well, can we tell him what we know? Can we tell him, hey, we've been there? Sun station. Quite clever of the Nomai to devise a way to study the sun up close and personal. It must have been tremendously difficult to construct and hot inside. Wonder how they were able to travel back and forth from the sun station and the hourglass twins. Right. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Modern Nomai transmissions saying the universe is dying. You what? I don't, what? You mean to say there are modern Nomai out there in other parts of space and they believe the universe, all of it, the whole thing is dying currently right now? If that's true, how could I have missed so many signs? Oh, is that when we were on the vessel and they were talking about the S-call being happening way in the past? How could I have missed so many signs? The supernovae were there. But I've been studying the stars for, well, what does it matter if, I'm very sorry, but I have to look over my charts. I hope you don't mind. Ship log updated. What? Ship log updated. Why is there like a light in the bottom left? What got updated? Ember Twin. Kurt has spotted an unusually high number of supernova recently. Okay. Yeah, he did tell us that before. Just didn't log it. But yeah, we've seen this now from a couple different places. Like, it's not just this sun, it's all the suns. All the stars. There's our moon. But why? And how? Okay, we're starting to see some towers. Let's go over here. Try this again. Yeah, that's where we want to go. Okay. Piloting struggles. Yep. Not here. Here. Okay, the problem with parking our ship on this thing is that it's going to get sucked up by the sand. Maybe we put our ship out of the way a little bit. Does landing mode do anything different? Or is that just a camera view? Okay. Now, last time... Oh, we're still here a little early. What did we do wrong? We got sucked up. There's no ceiling here. This side has a ceiling and we're safe. I'm pretty sure this is what we did last time and we warped to Ember Twin. Because I don't remember being sucked up like that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we did. Maybe that did happen to us. Because we have been sucked up before. Pause. Oh, it's probably not good to be in here. So how can we warp if when that cyclone thing comes across, it takes us out? Can I hide in here? Yeah, but then it's too late. Then we run out. We want to be standing on the pad when it's between, when the Ember Twin is like, I think I'm wrong, guys. I think I don't know what I'm doing. Didn't it say something about the point is in the center of the two planets? And this thing is aligned with that point when the Ember Twin is right overhead, right? But that also means the giant sandstorm is right overhead. Let's just stand down here. Okay, wait, I can hear it coming. Did we get sucked up from here? Can I go? Okay, we can't go. Dude, it happened again. I got too excited. Get me out of here. Can we go down? Can we go down? Can we go down? Okay, let's not die now. Okay. So trying to stand on that thing right before it comes by is a no-go. Pretty sure this takes us to the Ember Twin. So trying to stand on this thing right after. Let's just stand on it until it comes back. Maybe it takes us somewhere that I don't understand. The only other thing I can think of to try is to try to stand on it right after that thing goes by. But I feel a little silly because when that goes by, that means Central Point is also passed us by. Yeah, all the other celestial bodies are passing us and we're not warping there. What are our other options? Like when you're playing chess and it's the other person's move, you're supposed to be thinking during their move, right? So let's be thinking while we're waiting. Wait, I hear it. This has to go somewhere. Let's just stay on it until it gets really close. Where does this sucker go? Nowhere on the sun. Dark Bramble? No. There's 6 locations, right? I think we reasoned out that the Ash Twin is the 6th location. So how do we warp from Ash Twin to Ash Twin? If not, Giant's Deep? No. If we're not, okay, wait, I hear it. We may not be safe here though. I tried to kind of come over here and it didn't work. Please don't take us. Okay. Okay. I'm impatient. I want to go. Is it too late? Maybe. Go to our ship and get reoxygenated. Is this a fool's errand? Can I get back up there? Yeah. Low gravity. We love that. R.I.P. dude. So we were standing here before the cyclone came, right? Didn't work. We got on the pad right after the cyclone passed by, right? Didn't work. We think when the Ember Twin is right overhead, that's when this is pointed at the spot between the two bodies, right? So maybe while the cyclone is hovering, I gotta run out and hope I don't get sucked up. If I can somehow time it to like get on it right when it's overhead but not get sucked up. Maybe. I don't know, I'm running out of ideas. Interloper. Oh, this does not go to the interloper. We're just going to stand on here until the storm comes back and maybe something weird happens. This is all I can think of to do now. Wait, I hear it. So how can we time? I don't know. We're going to have to guess. Okay, here it comes. At least we were safe here. We were right about that. Maybe now. Oh. What am I looking at? Yo, what's up, Cal? Did we do it? I have goosebumps again. I have chills. Oh, this is the room with the masks that we kept seeing on these projection stones, dude. 13 minutes, 26 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Masks receiving data from probe tracking module. Giant's Deep memory statue, Timberhearth memory statue. Right. So the Timberhearth memory statue is the one that we saw in the observatory at the beginning of the game. Giant's Deep was the one Gabbro saw. And there was one in the probe tracking module that was sending data back. Oh yeah, there were coordinates. There were coordinates to where the eye was, or to where the probe was when it met the eye. 9 minutes until end of cycle transmission. Oh wait, 13 minutes, 32 seconds. 13 and 9. 22. So it is 22 minutes. So they receive the data from the previous cycle and they send the information out every cycle. Ship log updated. So the masks, yeah, this is the room. Every time we kept connecting the projection stones, we kept seeing this room. So that's like Gabbro's mask, our mask, and the probe mask. Look at this thing. Is that a warp core that Poke was building? Okay, let's read. Dude, I have chills. How cool this is. Oh wait, there's a thing. I want to look at all these projection stones. Oh wait. Timberhearth. Okay, wait, let's read the walls. There's so much, and there's not enough time. Today, we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here, in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin Project, powerful enough to send information back in time. Ah! Holiest, we've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the High Energy Lab. I still can hardly believe Raimi's hypothesis was true. The High Energy Lab, right. Her hypothesis was about how you arrive somewhere before you leave, and how they wanted to widen that gap to 22 minutes. Yarrow, Raimi, Coleus. So this is powerful enough to send information back in time, right? That's what the masks were doing. Ah, the 22-minute time interval to send information back 22 minutes, but why? Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Right, Poke made the big advanced warp core. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Right. We've explored all those things. The probe cannon, which looks like it launches right when we wake up at the beginning of this time loop. And then it gets the coordinates for one of the probes that hits the eye. Okay. Cassava, hypothesis. It was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. It was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last. Poke, hypothesis. The cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. Okay. Yarrow, the important point is that we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. I feel you, Yarrow. These two are insufferable. No, we like everybody. Okay. So, right, here on the Ash Twin, they made places that warp to all the different planets. Right. Our friends on Giants Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. Right, so we learned all about the orbital probe cannon. They said they wanted more power, but it was going to take more power than needed. Or it was going to take a crazy amount of power that might destroy everything. Or destroy the cannon itself, which we see happens because at the beginning of the loop, the cannon blows up when the probe shoots out. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Well, they know that Avens is going to try to get too much power. Yarrow and Mallow. You know, on one of our first streams, someone mentioned that the names of the Nomai have some kind of theme. I haven't been able to figure out what that theme is. Cassava, it's like a plant. Yarrow. Solanum. Solanum, is that like soul, like the sun? Phlox and Daz, are these the names of stars maybe? Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event that it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Right, this is what I have a hard time wrapping my head around. Either this place is succeeding or failing, because these memory statues are activating every time the time loop starts, because it's sending us all those memories. So what determines the Ash Twin project succeeding? They send memory back in time. Is it the orbital cannon shoots, finds the eye? Success? No, because that happens at the beginning of the time loop. Okay. I and Idea have worked on the sun station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, the structure will prompt the sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. Okay. So maybe they wanted... we were on the sun station. Is time paused while we're reading this? I think it is. Or else our 9 minutes are going to run out pretty fast. They wanted the sun station to use all the sun's energy to, I guess, fire the probe cannon. That's the thing that they're saying requires a lot of energy, right? But we learned that on the sun station that was not going to work. And they were kind of bummed out. However, if this sun is now just naturally going supernova, it is providing the energy they need. So bam, the orbital probe cannon has the energy. It shoots out the probe. Mission success. Statues activate. But it doesn't quite line up because the probe launches at the beginning of the time loop. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. Yeah, the sun station we learned about. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here's what will happen. Okay, I should be reading before I'm guessing all this stuff. First, the sun station will receive the order to fire at the sun, prompting it to explode, which we learned didn't work. Well, let's say it did work, because it works now when the sun goes supernova. So the sun explodes. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Right, which is, okay, so that's why at the beginning of our time loop, we see the probe cannon fire. So using the energy from the sun exploding, the thing says, hey, 22 minutes ago, you need to fire. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the sun station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time, right? Right. So if we go back in time 22 minutes and launch the cannon, at that time, the sun has not exploded. So now 22 minutes go by. We trigger the supernova again, and the probe data, send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time, saying that, oh, whoa. Send the data from the cannon back in time. So step 1, sun explodes, shoot the cannon 22 minutes ago. Step 2, 22 minutes later, explode the sun again and send the data from the cannon via that Nomai statue, send it back in time. In total, each cycle generated by the Annapurna project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. I'm so close to understanding. 22 minutes ago, the cannon gets launched. 22 minutes pass, now we're back up to real time. Trigger it again, and send the probe data back in time again. These words are difficult to write. The sun station did not work. Right, we learned about that. Suppose we redesign the sun station. To generate power of that magnitude, a supernova is still our only viable option. And the supernova is happening now, naturally. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, Idea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. Right, so that's what's happening now. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Annapurna project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system and we're anxious to explore it. That's the interloper. And that's where they died to the ghost matter. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. Damn. So then, and they did go there, but then it turned out the ghost matter, I think it was Pi and Poke. They were going to try to use the energy from the comet. Okay, we have more things here. Giant's Deep Projection Stone. Let's do some more reading before we try to solve everything. I've installed the masks inside the Annapurna project flocks. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds as a safety measure. However, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Annapurna project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. Huh. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. If anything goes wrong, they send you the memories. Timberhearth. How much time do we have? I don't want to go all the way back. My gratitude for the latest shipment, Oeno. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Annapurna project. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check, specifically mine? If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Annapurna project could lead to a disaster. Once we finish the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Rami and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks, our final safety check. Okay. Brittle hollow. Clary, I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. I'm intrigued, love. Clary and Yarrow. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. The advanced warp core is ready, and Poke says no, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. Okay. This is it right here. This is where my brain is trying to piece it together. Using the energy from the supernova, which happens naturally at this point in our timeline, the Ash Twin project sends the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. And we see that when we wake up, the orbital probe cannon fires. This is the part I don't follow. 22 minutes after, it triggers the supernova again to send the probe data from this cannon. Oh wait, it's talking about the same thing. Because, right. Okay, I get it. It's not happening again. It's saying that 22 minutes pass, and then that's when those orders were sent. Right, okay. I was trying to add another step, but it's not another thing happening. It's talking about the same event. It says, hey, 22 minutes ago you should have launched, then 22 minutes pass, and that's when the data got sent back in time. Maybe? No, it says again trigger. Well, we have the data from the one that landed on the eye. We have the coordinates even, I'm pretty sure. What are we looking at here? Oh, there's a ball. Let's be careful. Something happens if we move the ball up to that. What's this? Artificial gravity control. We turn off the gravity control? Oh, now we're floating. Wait, I kind of like the gravity control. Oh. So what is this? Well, maybe I need to go up to there. I need to turn off gravity so I can go look at the core. See what happens if we do this. Oh wait, what's that say? Wait. Don't do that. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. Wait a second, hold on now. Hold on, Daddy. You stay over there. Oh wait. You are about to access the core while the Ash Twin project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. And what would that do? And do we want to do that? Removing the core. Let's go look at it. Oh, it's got this casing around it. Sounds like the sun's about to hit us. Would we want to remove the core? Would we want to disable the Ash Twin project? What does the warp core do? The warp core enables us to send the probe cannon 22 minutes ago, the launch orders. So removing the core Takes away the ability for that thing to launch 22 minutes ago. Feels pretty momentous, and I'm a little, Okay, wait, let's see what happens. I guess I want to say that worst case, it's fine. This cycle ends and the cycle starts anew. But if the Astromech project is not enabled, does the cycle start anew? Because then these things won't... What happens if I do this? Okay. If the project is disabled, then the statues have nothing to send us. Right? Well, the sun's about to hit us, it sounds like. There's the advanced warp core. Remove warp core. If we remove the warp core, we disable the Astromech project. What does that mean? That means that when the sun explodes, it's not going to send the order to the cannon to launch 22 minutes ago. Wait, and the masks play a big part of this. So the project is a success when the thing gets sent away 22 minutes ago, when the sun explodes. So when the sun explodes, success. Statues trigger. Memories are sent to us 22 minutes ago as well. Right? So if the Astromech project is not allowed to proceed, the cannon doesn't fire 22 minutes ago, and the statue doesn't send the memories back. Well, or does it? Because then the project fails. Wait a second. If we take this out, the project fails. Am I crazy? And if the project fails, the masks do send the information back 22 minutes. So we wake up 22 minutes ago, but now the warp core is not there. Well, look, let's start with this. The ship's log got updated with a lot of stuff that we read here. Let's go read everything the ship's log tells us. This feels like a big decision. Is there anything else here we didn't see? How cool this place is. I think we read all the things. What's this? Oh, is there any reason for us to take these projection stones over here? Too late now. Oh, you can see the edge of this thing when you get close. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw that's how, when we connected these two projection stones, we saw this room from all the other places. Yeah, so this is just where we were on Giant Steep. Ooh, I wonder if we survive. A little bit longer. Like, are we technically on Giant's Deep now? So even though that... Oh no. Wait, is this place surviving the supernova? That was different. When we were just inside there. We didn't die to the sun. The project succeeds because it uses the energy from the sun. Memories, statues send the memories back. The loop begins again.